like it's so this is where I said, human intervention and AI is a winning combination. Let me give you an example, a real life example. About, I think, in last year or so, airlines normally overbook planes, which is common because that's because there'll be no shows. They want to enhance it, maximize the revenue, and when there are more passengers than the capacity, then they give incentives for people to take the next flight and so on. And there was this United flight where there were one person more than the seats, and no one was willing to disembark that plane. So the United folks crew came in and literally dragged that person out of the plane because there are just no seats. And so when the CEO was asked, hey, what kind of a treatment, like how do you, what's your reaction to this? And the CEO said, well, the crew was just doing its job. That's their job. The plane cannot take off with more. We can't have a standing people in the plane. And so that was a very dissatisfying. So this is where especially in the service sector, when there is a failure of service or in products. So as leaders, you have to show three things to enhance customer satisfaction. One, whether it is your fault or not, whether the crew was doing its job or not, it clearly their job. They can't let the flight. You have to apologize without admitting guilt. Because guilt, it may be their fault or not, but at that point in time, no one has the full information to say if it's whose fault it is. So you have to apologize to the consumers, and it has to be an unconditional apology. Second is, and again, this is where at least at this stage AI cannot do this, is as a leader you have to show empathy towards your consumers. You have to be able to say, hey, I feel your pain, I feel for you, I understand what is going through. And so you have to show empathy. And the third, when these service failures happen, you have to sincerely be able to say, hey, I'm going to do something about this. And at least at this stage, these are the three things an AI cannot do. See, if the world is a beautiful place, all products and services work extremely well, then this is not an issue at all. But we all know, products and services, they fail. They fail for a variety of reasons. So there are service failures because there is heterogeneity in service providers. But as a leader, the buck stops somewhere, and that person needs to show these three things that AI is not capable of doing. And after AI has done its job, this human intervention is essential to maintain and enhance customer satisfaction. I don't know if that addresses your question.